ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages.
Here we are, Texas CSI Texas State Championships, brought to you by CSI and
2021.
Bad Boys. Yes, 2021. Brought to you OBQs, sponsored by Littman Lights, Beard Shopping Network. Here we go. This is Teams Platnum. They're just getting started. It is not a race to 15. They play 15 games. This is a round-robin format. So if you understand a round-robin format, you know this. Just every match, everybody keeps the data from their match, and at the end of that round, they compare data and figure out who did the best, and so on and so on. And then they'll move on to a second round of more of a. It's a typical tournament, other than it's a single elimination.
So this is fourth round.
Is it fourth round already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, round 4.
Wow. That seems fast.
It does seem fast. But again, there's 3 divisions here. So they broke in the men's into 2 divisions and 4 divisions within the divisions of 6 teams apiece. Yeah, like we said, round-robin format. He brought me a pretty good explanation of the round-robin format. Should we read it? Anybody interested? Anybody listening? Maybe we'll wait. We'll wait until a couple more people are tuned in out there.
I'll buy that.
Looks like we got both tables going. Your orange shirts out there are the Brew crew. Let's see where the Brew crew is out of. Tough to say. It's tough to say.
Tough to say. And the Bad Boys is our other team with a Z.
Yep.
Don't get it twisted. There's a Z at the end of that.
Looks like they're out of Paloma in Victoria, Texas, the Paloma Club.
Nice.
Yeah, so orange shirts at the table right now. If you know anybody on these tables, or if you just like pool, share this with your friends. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, that helps us out.
All right. Boy, oh boy. Both tables looking pretty cluttered here. I didn't see the breaks, but I'm going to guess those are second ball breaks.
Yes. No, I agree. I feel like you're disparaging my second ball break when you say that, but I'm just going to ignore that.
No, not at all. I did get away from the second ball break because I stopped having success. As long as I was making a ball, I was with it. Because I like a cluttered table. It's a little maddening for me, but I have more ability to work within little places.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not happy with my 8-ball break right now. I'm not sure what to do. I hate to change it, though.
I changed it after I broke a ball off the table. For the first time. I only did that once in the tournament, and the second time I reduced my speed and I didn't make a ball, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to find my break right now.
Yeah.
And the head ball break, I was making balls.
Yeah, one of the negatives I feel like for me with the second ball break is I break pretty hard, and so it's kind of taken away one of my
strengths,
one of my attributes, one of my strengths. You know,
that makes sense.
Because you can only you talk about, I bring that up because you talk about flinging it off the table. Yeah, you pretty much have to shoot 70% to not fling it off the table with the second ball break. Oh, that landed on the right hand table.
Nasty.
Yeah, that landed poorly. Gosh darn. So.
But he was playing safe.
Was he playing safe?
Yeah, that was very intentional.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so he was trying to get up in that pack. The only thing might have said is maybe try and move that 9, but that I should take that back. The quality of that safe is going to get a lot of good results. And if you move the 9, he's probably got a way better chance of hitting the 7. This is tricky. Looks like table 1 is getting close to running out here.
I agree. Yeah, this could actually be it right here. Sometimes it's hard to tell if they can hold the cue ball or not until they actually shoot it. This looks difficult to hold the cue ball. Do you agree, or what do you think?
I definitely agree.
Would you run into the 1 ball?
I'm going to try to. I'm really going to try to make sure I run into either the 8 or the 1, hopefully the 1. Because if I run into the 9, I feel like I don't solve the problem.
In a perfect world, you'd put some top right on that cue ball, and you would hit the 1 ball right in the nose.
Exactly.
Towards the corner pocket.
Towards the left.
Maybe the cue ball would even rub on the 8 ball to knock it down towards the rail a tiny bit.
Yeah. So trying to split that gap. There you go.
There you go. That was not. Yeah. Yes, that was perfect. Well done.
So just barely glanced off that 9 ball, and again, as long as you hit the core of the 1 to get it out of the way there.
That was a confident, experienced pool player and shot right there.
I agree.
That was somebody who understood the physics of what was about to happen.
And, it's tough to say who this is. They are all wearing orange shirts. He does not have glasses. There we go. He does have a goatee. This could be Jamie Moody. And Jamie is a 6'45" if that's a fella. So Jamie is also, he's playing out of Slick Willie's. These guys are from Houston. There you go.
Nice. That was a good out.
That was a
That
very
was a good out. Seriously. I like it.
That is the Brew cue.
Well, that's cool, man. I like that shirt. I saw somebody in one of those shirts. Yes, those are cool, Rick.
Normally we have an event T-shirt. We just couldn't swing it this year.
Oh, that's awesome. I dig it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell us the story. What's the alien story on the Bad Boy shirts?
Alien story. Those aren't aliens, man. What is Hank in the chat room?
No,
No.
is no. What are they on the shirts? Those aren't aliens.
Bad Boys.
They're not aliens.
Just as much as you two.
What about the guys on the Earth?
Strangers in a Strange Land.
Those are aliens?
On top of the world.
Yeah. Okay.
Good
All right.
Lord.
All
Your
right.
translation is terrible, terrible, terrible.
Well, I'm glad we spoke.
You know what's even
They were playing pool.
what's even better about the
I
alien
can see
story?
they're playing pool. Yeah. So they're
Not
wearing
only-
sunglasses.
Not only are they not aliens on the shirt, but Mike D had made up a story about the aliens that you had told him.
I thought you told me something about how when you made the design, aliens were popular or something. No? Wow, I'm making up whole stories, man. Look at that. I got
We're Bad Boys.
backstories.
Look, here's
Tell
your
me.
backstory.
Tell me.
We are Bad Boys Billiard Production.
Yes.
For two
BBBP.
reasons.
Yes.
One, I wanted something that sounded cool.
Uh-huh.
Actually, three reasons. Two, one of the first guys I hired to help us had been in jail. And number three, my brother is a cop, and I thought it'd be funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I remember that part. Now, where did the aliens come in?
No,
I'm never.
I don't either. Huh.
He sleeps hard.
Dude,
This makes me
man.
really happy.
Man,
Today's
this
gonna
makes
be
you
fun.
really happy. Oh my God. But
Stick with us out in the chat room out there. Try and let us know what you think the alien story is with the aliens on the Bad Boy shirts. So you can't even really summarize the story.
what part? Dude, I thought for sure he told me that aliens were popular when they were making the logo, and man, wow. Somewhere, listen, the next time
So
I tell
awesome.
you a story, I want you to keep in mind that sometimes, not only sometimes am I full of it, sometimes I'm full of it and I don't even know it, apparently.
I mean, you had written a story about the story.
I would have passed the lie detector about that story, buddy. I would
You-
have. I would have. You could have lied to I would have. No, that totally happened.
I didn't think for a moment you were being dishonest.
Right. Well,
I just thought you were wrong.
here we are. And here we are at the end of the story.
I didn't actually think
Super
you were
duper
wrong.
wrong.
I was
Well,
excited to hear the story. What happened?
I can just see the bad boys on the back of his shirts.
Yep, there they are. Now, are those the ones that you thought were aliens? For sure.
What did you did you not think they were aliens?
I did not. Yeah.
You didn't. What did you think they were? Just people? Just drawn people?
Yep.
Okay.
Look at this, Mike. I'm going to fix something.
Okay.
I can't
Oh my
believe
God,
it.
you're a computer whiz.
I think so.
Your tech abilities somewhere.
I'm no
are-
Scientologist.
Jeez. Yes, no, you're not. Nope. You and Tom Cruise.
Look at that.
All
I
right,
love it.
draw on the 4, off the 4. Okay. So the 7 is the issue. I think I like his angle for getting on the 7. This guy's got a TikTok channel.
Yes, he does. This is King James
King James.
at the helm. Look
Oh,
at that
boy,
shot.
where we are here.
Well, we
King-
were distracted there, but he
okay.
just hit a perfect little punch to get in that area. Gesundheit.
Thank you. King James, and he is at James Garza 86 on TikTok. James Garza 86. James Garza 86 on TikTok.
Flip flop.
I'm gonna have to check out his TikTok channel.
What do you think he does? Primarily
I
dance moves?
I think I think it's pool related. He said he has a couple videos from here already on his TikTok channel.
What makes you think pool?
Well, it's from here, from
Uh-huh.
this venue. I guess it could be about the Mayborn Center. It could be a documentary about the Mayborn Center.
Man.
Maybe it's about thunderstorms in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I
Either
think
way,
we
he's
might go
out.
TikTok famous right here
Nice
because
shot.
that was a great out.
He's TikTok
Nice
famous
shooting.
already a little bit. I just shouted him out. Do you know
Bad
who I am?
Boys,
Mike D.
Mike D. That's right. I know who you are.
I know. And Summerfield.
Summerfield and Mike D with Bad Boys TV. That's right. Coming to you live here from Texas. Yeehaw.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. This is exciting stuff. Oh, here we go. This is great. So, an important thing for us to talk about, this referee, you will notice, well, I guess you can't notice, it's a little blocked. They're watching this hit right now. That was a good hit. I'm very confident. We're going to watch the replay. But he has the camera. He's using the slow-mo function on the camera to record that shot. So, he's going to utilize that tool if there's any question at all to make a call, a close call. And the opposing player has the option to challenge a call. If they challenge a call and they're incorrect, that they will lose the ability to challenge for the rest of the match, not the rest of the tournament. When challenging, there will be another referee that comes to observe the same footage, and they will analyze the footage and make a call.
I had not heard that part. That's cool. That's cool. We spoke just recently with a referee.
We did.
Here in the Bad Boys studio / break room. And he was a fan. He said he was skeptical to begin with.
All of them.
Now he is a full-blown fan. He was like an ex-smoker telling you how bad smokers is, but with a different vibe, maybe more positive vibe.
I think
right?
so too.
Anything to add to that, Summerfield?
I want to again commend Rick Jones for doing, a totally different team format and something like that. That it's obviously the future. That's where it's going to go. We're going to use the technology that's in our pocket. And for him to make the decision to kind of force that on the referees, he just stiffed that bank beautifully.
It
Watch
was
this.
beautiful. It's too bad the 7 is not more makeable because he's not getting the what he should get out of that.
He's
That
got
was
to jump
amazing.
there.
He had to use so much English to make that happen. Yeah, he has a good jump. Yes, Rick is an innovator, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, he is. I don't think people realize how much he has to do with the CSI refs.
And, to the referee's credit, so I congratulate Rick for saying, no, we're doing it. We're going to do it. We're going to give it a try, and we're going to see how it works. I also want to congratulate the referees because they were all very hesitant because it does invite a discussion. It opens up more interaction with the pool players. And I don't know if you are pool players out there, but we're not always the friendliest when dealing with a referee.
Well, and you're at a level of intensity in these matches, too, that to be fair, I think we've all snapped during a match and thought later,
Totally.
ooh,
Sure wish I hadn't acted like that.
Exactly. It is what it is. Feels like it's life and death sometimes out there.
I think the way this referee described it is he is now a true believer.
He did say that.
I think that, again, goes to Rick Jones's credit, trying to do something bold and new, and to these referees being flexible and really being willing to change. Everybody out there is trying to get the best call possible, and I think that you're going to see a lot more of that. Man, so it's a great bank shot to get on the 7. Hits a kick to get a hit, and unfortunately doesn't get a rail there. So that's going to lead to a foul. That's going to bring the Brew crew back to the table with ball in hand, and unfortunately broke up the only 2 treble balls there. Looks like he's kind of verifying that it's ball in hand right now. Yeah, it's anybody's ball game choosing where to go from here. I kind of like starting on the foot end of the table because I would like to finish with the head end of the table. So I think I'm probably going to play the 9-12. He's going the other way. The only reason is the 9's a little bit tricky in that corner.
But yeah, it looks all right, doesn't it? Yeah, if he can make this happen.
I was saying I kind of like starting at the foot end of the table and then coming up and dealing with the head because of what the side of the side pocket the 8 ball's on.
Yes.
Looks like he got a little bit long there.
It seemed to drift on him a little bit. Yeah. Up. It just kind of floated up table a lot farther than he wanted.
I wanted to start with the 9 just to get that out of the way.
I agree with that. I think people, Yep. It's easy to underestimate where that 8-ball is. I mean,
Yeah.
you picture a cue ball right next to that 8-ball and think, oh, the 9's no problem to make. But, man, if you picture it 4 inches to the left of the 8-ball, all of a sudden you're cutting the 9 down
Right.
the rail. It's hard to realize that sometimes when you're looking at it.
I think he got in great position to just straight draw back for that 9-ball right now.
I agree.
I think that's what he's shooting.
Yeah, he may even touch the 8-ball here. We'll see. You don't want to scratch, and I don't think he can scratch. But, yeah, the cue ball, if you look, was on the path for scratching there for a second, just to the 9. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about the 9-ball, and this is what you were saying, too, really, as to why to take the 9. This is how you actually end up on the 9. And when you have ball in hand, that's not what you're picturing.
Yeah.
But you need to really tell yourself that, man, what if I end up cutting it down the rail? Do I like that?
Leaves himself a good angle. Probably a tougher angle than he'd like. But you're probably going to go over and back across, probably play the 11, then the 15.
If he hits it perfect, he will get perfect shape. So at least there's that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If he pockets the ball.
If you hit this fat, you got to be real careful of the scratch.
Yeah, he really wants to hit it thin.
And that's how you hit it. Oh, don't get stuck behind there. Nice.
Yeah, he hit that so thin that it became a problem.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he ended up below the 7-ball like that. But yeah, he turned out just fine. He definitely needs to pocket this ball because the 7 is going to be makeable when he's done.
Yes.
Yeah, Don Willis, that's what we're finding too.
That's
yeah,
pretty.
That's pretty much what we're finding too.
Yeah, I like what he's saying. And we use it at our shop all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we use it in friendly games. We use it in tournaments, gambling matches, everything.
Right.
And that way you don't have to have a referee. You have to have a set of rules because, like you said, the camera never lies.
Right. I think that especially when you start off with the supposition that you want to have the best call possible, you want to be right no matter what. And then when you see that everyone has the technology in their pocket to guarantee we get the right call, yeah, you kind of leads to you have to use it. You kind of don't get a choice. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
do you want the right call? Yes. Okay, well, you have a way to get the
Then we're
perfect
gonna
call
watch it.
in your pocket, and you're not using
Yeah.
it. And it's time to recognize that we have that power sitting in your pocket.
Totally.
And you might as well use it. Or admit that you don't want the best call. You want the second best call
Yeah.
because the best call's sitting in your pocket doing nothing. Nice
There you
8-ball.
go.
Nice shot.
All right, while we're talking, Brew Q took one down, and Bad Boys makes it even at 2-2.
Wow.
All right, we're going back to table 1. Table 2 is going to be racking.
These
we're going
matches
split
move
screen.
right along. Yeah, split
Yeah, they
screen,
do.
I like it. Yeah, they move right along. The tablecloth is the same color. It just doesn't look like it.
Again, we're playing all 15 games. We'd say the best of 15, but that's not actually how it works. So here is the explanation. Teams are placed in groups of 5 or 6. Teams in groups of 6 play 5 matches. Teams in groups of 5 play 4 matches. 15 games per match for 8-ball teams, 9 for the ladies event. They are going to be handicapped by the Fargo League calculator.
How's it going, Christian?
The top 2 teams from each group advance to Stage 2. Wildcard teams will be selected to fill the Stage 2 bracket if necessary. Team ranking criteria within a single group. It'll be the wins-loss record, head-to-head, performance margin, and spot shot shootout. We could go to a shootout here.
Ooh, a spot shot shootout. Oh, my gosh.
I had no idea.
I played soccer for years, and we used to have something like that.
You like the shootout?
I didn't say I liked it.
You didn't
Yeah, no, I do like it. No, I do like it. Sorry, the spot shot shootout, I like it a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I like anything that avoids the part, like I was saying earlier, probably during a different match, where you're playing a round robin and 2 of the teams figure out that there's no way they could possibly win,
Yep.
and 2 of the 5 guys on those teams decide that they really don't care and they want to go home and have dinner, and they start
Yeah.
dogging it. You know what I mean? And then,
Yep.
then the whole thing, trying to figure out who's in 7th place becomes impossible. In most round robins, that doesn't matter, but in this one, it does, and it's a great way to make sure people are being honest.
I guess one of the things I'm wondering about,
Tell me.
the wins-loss record,
Yeah.
so it's handicapped, so it does matter. Each individual match is a point. So you have 5 possible points. So if you then go to the head-to-head, no matter what, the teams are going to play one another. So if you tie 3-2, 3-2, those teams undoubtedly played, right?
Yes, indubitably.
So that would be the defining. I don't think you're ever going to get to performance margin after that because you're not playing twice.
Yes, I agree.
Huh. Yeah, I'm just trying to imagine a possibility. I know that we have that with our round robins also. I'm failing to realize how it came into play.
Do you have wild cards?
No.
It's
No
really the wild
cards.
cards that, you know.
So, yeah, win-loss record, head-to-head, performance margin, and spot shot shootout.
I think performance margin could be if your Fargo rate was one thing and you did better than that. Maybe you did extra good.
That could be.
You know what? We're going to get to that point in this tournament, and we'll see.
Talk then.
We'll see how it plays out. We'll know more when we see how it plays out. This is experimental, innovative pool, folks.
Totally. And Rick the Mastermind Jones is going to join us in the booth later to give us a little explanation about that. So we're excited about that.
Yes.
Let's talk about Stage 2. It's a single elimination final bracket. The top 2 teams from each group of Stage 1 advance to Stage 2. There will be 8 teams, 16 teams, or 32 teams single elimination bracket, depending on the number of teams in Stage 1. Wild cards will be selected to fill the bracket if necessary. Wild cards, if used, will be selected by the following criteria: average performance margin versus matches played, and then a spot shot shootout. So, I mean, we may very well see a spot shot shootout. I'm really excited about that. The matches are handicapped by the Fargo rate, and that is the 8-ball team's race to 11 hot chart sheet. Ladies will be the race to 7 hot race chart. Excuse me. So there we go.
Thanks
there
for
you have
reading
it.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Man, I had no idea. I want to see a shootout. Plus, I've been practicing spot shots, so I want to be in a shootout. It's a
Go
stupid
ahead. What?
question.
Go ahead. What?
Well, I'm not going to ask now. I know the
No,
answer.
I want to know the question. What's the
Do you
question?
want to know the system that I use for spot shots?
Yeah, what's the system? A quarter ball, half ball, something
I
like
do the
that?
half ball.
Yeah, the half ball works
Yep.
good.
I like the half
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, I like
Where's
the
the
half
quarter
ball.
ball?
I'm making well. See, I don't use the system, so what I know is that there's some sort of system about how much of the ball you aim for. I know that much,
Yeah.
and it's quarter ball or half ball. So I just threw that out there to be friendly and to, you know what I mean, to make you feel like, yeah, dude, systems are awesome. Yeah, you
Well-
use the good old half ball system.
I really do like the half ball system.
I think
How's
that's awesome,
your
man.
spot shot game?
How's my spot shot game? It's good.
Uh-huh.
It's good. I'm not like an amazing spot shot shooter, but
Yeah.
I play one pocket.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's why I love
you
the
know, so I mean, I'm
practicing
decent at
them.
at a spot shot. So you're talking about let's do 10 spot shots and see who gets the most of them, or
Let's
something
do
like
a
that.
spot shot challenge later.
I'll do a spot shot challenge.
Let's
with
do
you, sure.
10 from the left, 10 from the right, and then 5 banked from the left, 5 banked from the right.
5 what?
Banked from the left and 5 banked from
Oh,
the right.
on the spot.
Uh-huh.
I see. Okay.
Because that's a crucial shot in bank pool, as well as in one pocket.
For $2.
For $2?
I owe you $2.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to go double or nothing on my
All
money.
right, I'm in.
I'm a big gambler. You've probably noticed
I
that
can
about
tell,
me.
yeah.
I know you've yeah. I like large stakes. Otherwise, what's the point?
I've been enjoying gambling with you. It's been
I've
a
been
blast.
enjoying gambling with you too.
Man, Texas has been fun. This
It
whole
has
event's been
No,
great.
I agree.
You know, I came to this because I felt like they were further ahead. I'm going to go back to table 2 here because I think they're going to be a while. And it looks, well, until that ball hung up.
Wowzers.
Somebody looked like they were about to get out.
Yeah, both games are kind of land funny right now, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, let's watch them both and let's see where that gets us.
Definitely.
Rick Jones joining us back here in the booth. I got questions, man.
You wanna
Spot
wanna-
shot shootout.
Here, come talk for a second.
Oh my lord.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me that.
Okay, team ranking criteria within a single group is the wins-loss record. So that means you and I are both playing in a round robin. We end up 3-2, but
Okay.
you beat me. So that means that you are ahead of me.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Let's see
Explain
what
to
we're
me the
looking at.
win-loss record.
Well, the win-loss record is I win, you lose. Aha.
Okay, bear with me. Treat me like
All
I'm
right,
an
so
idiot.
okay. All right, so
We're playing a round robin with 6 people.
Yep.
You and I are playing. You beat me,
yeah,
but both of us end up 3-2 for the round robin.
okay.
So who wins?
So according to this, teams who plays 5-6, wins and loss record. Then it's head to head. So we both have 3-2,
3-2.
right?
And then
But
head
we
to-
beat you.
Uh-huh.
Then we would move forward
Then you
because
move
we
forward.
beat you on the head to head.
Can you explain to me where the performance margin will come into that?
So if it's a tie, and I don't know why they have it on this side, but your performance margin So if the calculator says when we match up, you're supposed to go to 9, but you go to 10, you will get a half a point bonus, or for playing above your skill level. I will get a minus playing below. So that will give you the advantage on the tiebreaker.
So you're saying if you beat me 8-7, but you were giving me 2 games, that
right,
you would
so
still.
you guys would win 9-8, right?
So we would get the first
so
point.
if we ended up tied, then we would get a performance point, right? Well, actually, you guys would get it because we're supposed to beat you, but you got the handicap. So you guys overperformed, right?
Yep.
But the handicap could make it a tie in some scenarios. Right, so then the head-to-head would be a tie.
So that's all that is a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Understood.
So if we
that
end
was
up,
my question.
right, so if your handicap gives you 2 games, and when the match is over, we have beat you by 2, and then your handicap gives you 2, now it's a tie, then the decider is going to be the performance rating.
And what if that's a tie?
Well, then you go to that damn thing at the bottom called a
shootout. Shoot.
Yeah.
How does it happen?
Huh?
Riddle me this. How does the shootout happen?
We just put it up there until a team misses.
I haven't been praying for anything since I've been here. And
Don't
I'm
pray for
praying
the shootout, dude.
Why do
Come
I not?
on. Why
what
do
are
you
you
want to do
talking about?
that? Good God. You
We're
want that
in
pressure?
Texas. You don't want a shootout?
Well, I know the shootout part is funny and appropriate for Texas.
It's
but
awesome. I love it.
I feel bad for any team that would have to do that.
No.
Because you go with your 2 best players and they shoot. They both make it.
That's so.
Then the
give
pressure
me the
just
format.
keeps building. That's
give me the
it.
format of the shoot. It's
So you
just one
place
for one.
your order, until a team misses.
And they're pretty much playing Scotch double shootout with 2 players per team. It's me and Mike versus you and Bonnie, and you take.
Yeah. So I'll shoot, then you shoot, right?
And the first one to make one and not answer it,
right,
wins.
Yeah.
So you make one, I make one, Mike makes one,
Bonnie misses. You guys
I
win.
make one, we win.
No, you guys would win.
Just one miss?
Yeah, baby.
So you're saying the first one you have it and you miss?
Well, no,
it's over?
not miss. So if I miss and then you get up and miss, then we keep going.
Yeah. So you've got to make one after the miss. Got it.
But if he's first and he makes it, and then I follow behind and miss, then
how
it's
are
over.
you not hoping for a shootout,
dude? This is tough life as it is, man. And
you
want
you
these
come
guys
to a pool
just have
tournament
a
and you
shootout?
don't want pressure?
What is this, the Wild West?
That's what I want. Let's
You
go
want
to
the
a nice,
Wild
relaxed pool tournament where
I'm
there's
saying,
no pressure.
There's
Let's all
plenty
get
of
along.
pressure. These guys are sweating it so bad.
Let's all.
These guys keep coming up, going, "What's my score? What's my score?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, you got 2 games." He's like, "What does everybody else got?" I'm like, "Well, in your group, they almost all have 2 games." Oh my God!
That's like it's like saying I want to go skydiving, but I don't want to get too freaked out.
No.
I want to go to a
Have you
pool
been
tournament for a
skydiving?
shootout.
Have you ever jumped out
I'm
of
a
a plane?
fat man, Rick. I
What's
can't
that
go
got to do with
skydiving.
anything? Yes,
I can't.
You can.
No, I promise.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody's told you couldn't.
Yep.
They don't have a chute big enough.
They
or
didn't
just
say
go
you
throw
can't.
An extra
they
one on
they
there.
laughed at me. They totally laughed at me. I'm a big dude.
You're not that damn big. Dude.
I am. I'm 50 pounds over. 250 is the maximum that they will consider.
Really?
Now, if
I'm pretty
somehow,
close to that.
if somehow I
Right
got my
now,
series of jumps in,
Before COVID, I was good to go. After, I'm not so sure.
Yep.
Pretty close to
No
that
vid.
250 mark.
Yep.
I'm solid though.
you're getting there? What are you at?
I have no idea. I don't even care.
I'll bet you can still put up your body weight, though.
I've jumped out of a plane.
All right, so I'm hoping for a shootout. Mike, you hoping for a shootout?
You have to tell people how tall you are.
How tall?
Yeah.
Oh, because 300 just sounds fat? I'm 6'5", but
I'm
still,
6'5". I'm large.
still a big fat guy.
And in
for sure.
charge. He's not only
better.
large, he's in charge.
Sometimes, you know how you do it? If you have one of these and you can pop a button, I can. I promise. It'll happen at some point.
Yes, I totally am hoping for a shootout. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Yes.
We've got 2 votes for shootout. Rick, are you hoping for a shootout?
I actually want one, but I want it between the teams. Look, I'm trying to be the nice guy, dude. They're all like yelling at me up there. This is crazy. I don't understand. You know.
Well, I know this is
Why
hard.
do you change things? I'm a pool player. Don't change things, right?
Well,
I'm like,
We spoke to a ref.
every 2 years I like to change things, whether
So-
y'all like it or not.
so believe it or not, in this discussion, I lost track of the score. I don't know who won on table
What?
2. Mike, do you mind checking? Yep, I'm gonna. We're going to table 1, and let's watch this in action. Well, we just had, a huge victory. So I congratulate you in a huge way for being the first tournament director that I know of that has asked the referees to use the slow-mo camera as a tool to make calls. I know there was a lot of resistance from the referees. I understand that resistance.
Oh,
and
they
I
were
just
bucking big time. Yeah.
I just spoke with a referee who said, I was doubtful in the beginning, and now I am a true believer.
Yeah.
I think the stance that you kind of took was it's undeniable that that's where the sport's going technologically.
Well, yeah, technologically. I mean, Wisconsin, the referees used cameras to video stuff. And for the first time in my life, I've ran 20 tournaments a year for the last 10, 15 years.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of tournaments before that. So when you get to the end of a tournament and you had no complaints of a referee's call, and we're talking good hit, bad hit calls.
Yeah.
You have to look at that. And technology's headed that way.
Oh, yeah.
So, I went home and started thinking about all the ins and outs, made the list. I had 10 pages long of should we, shouldn't we, went back and looked at it, read all the rules on all the sports.
We're missing banners.
Oh, he wants
And
logos and stuff on this page.
Oh, I don't. I'm just saying, I just wanted you to know that we hadn't added banners to these two. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, score's right.
Whatever. That was the good old days.
Which one? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man, your banner got screwed up. It doesn't look great there.
That was the good old days. Yeah, I see
Oh,
that.
you did? It looked
Yeah,
good.
I see that, yeah.
That's the man himself right there, rock and roll Rick Jones.
Yeah,
Always has been an innovator.
long time ago.
A long time ago.
So I did all that. Then I went home and I read all the rules and regulations that they wrote for all the pro sports and instant replay and stuff, and put a policy together. Told the refs that's what we're gonna do, and they all panicked.
So let me talk through this.
Something new.
You and I are playing. You're at the table. I say I want a ref.
Yep.
A ref comes over. It's going to be a close hit.
So
I don't see him using the camera. Do I have the right to ask him to use a camera?
Well, we haven't really got that deep into it. They should know to go ahead and do it. I was there. So the instruction I gave them at this event is if it's a close one, record it. So tell the player, hold on a second. What are you shooting? Your normal process of going to the table to figure out what the player wants.
Well, I can definitely tell you that's not what I've seen.
Right.
And again, I'm not trying to be critical.
No. They're apprehensive as hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I've seen him do it a bunch though, and everybody said.
Well, the two newer ones are really doing a lot now because they've seen some stuff happen. But
here we go. Case in point, we got a cell phone coming out.
yeah,
This is going to be a good hit. Looks like he's going to call that ball. Now, after this hit.
So what he's doing is he's told the player, hold on, what are you shooting? And then he hits record, makes sure it's recording, and then he says, go ahead and shoot. Now, because he's doing it in slow motion, he has to wait, hold the camera on it for a couple seconds
replay here.
after.
And it looks like something that I've seen is that a lot of referees have tended to just say, that's a good hit.
Right.
Is there going to be a policy where if you use the camera,
So my policy is the referee makes the call.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the referee, once he stops it, if he doesn't feel like he saw it like he thought he saw it, or it's close, then he can review the shot himself.
Okay.
If the player doesn't feel like the ref makes the right call, the player can challenge it.
Which player? Both players, shooter and opponent?
Well, I mean, depends on who, if he calls a good hit, then obviously the non-shooter might want to question that. If he calls
but I'm just
foul,
asking if
it doesn't matter, whoever, right?
So both players have the right to call that?
Sure.
Okay.
So they call it, and then the ref will tell them, okay, if you're sure you want to challenge this, you can challenge this. However, if it's not overruled, then you lose your challenges for the rest of this match. And that would be to prevent stalling, taking too long.
So what does a challenge consist of?
You can then say, I would like to challenge the call you have made, and then they will, at this point, they're bringing it to me and the top ref to look at it to determine. Because we really haven't trained the refs to look at the video to determine whether it's conclusive enough to overrule.
So what if I don't want another ref to look at it? What if I want to look at it?
I don't care.
Okay.
My rules.
But what's your policy beyond
So
not
my
caring?
rules are basically just like baseball and football.
Huh?
You don't get the right to look. You don't even get the right to question. If you ask, you want to replay or
You challenge.
a challenge, then it's brought to us. We'll look at it, and then we'll make the ruling, and that ruling stands.
Interesting.
Period.
I really like that. I think that sounds good.
So, I mean, if the professionals that spend millions and millions of dollars on sports came to that conclusion, I think it's probably safe to say there's a good reason for it.
How about can I have the right to see it, even though I don't get a say in how to review it? Can I be somebody to
Maybe after the
nice
tournament,
shot, tying up that ball?
we're thinking about some policies on maybe we can post the shots later or something like that.
Okay.
You know, all of this is testing, and you know, the goal is to make the right call.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for the integrity of the game, period. So why not use the technology to get there?
I think it's great.
I would be
I think
happy
that's
to
a really
sit with
good start.
anybody that says it's a bad idea and debate it. I mean, I've weighed it and weighed it and weighed it.
Well, that's why I
so-
like what you've done here is that you've already proved that wrong, because the only downside that I could see was the resistance from the referees. And I still, despite the fact that they're willing to do it and say, you know, I think this is
Well,
going
and
to
it's
be
a
helpful.
training device for us too, right? So the very first shot that we saw was one of our rookie refs.
Lucky
They're
he missed
here
that
for
breakout.
being trained.
Uh-huh.
And he videoed the shot and then made the call, and you know, after that the head ref overruled it.
Uh-huh.
And then the guy came over and he says why, and we looked at it and we said, okay, well, first of all, you're in the wrong position to see the shot the way you need to see the shot.
Got it.
So we can use that as a training device for referees that aren't good at this or that, or just put it in the classroom to teach them prior and,
Yeah.
and have it going.
Is there going to be a minimum technological standard for referees to have in their pocket? Does it have to be slow-mo?
Well, I think so, yeah. I think we're going to have to go that direction if CSI gets on board to go all the way. I know for any event that I am running and in charge of and own, that's what we're doing now.
So you're saying Western BCA this year.
Well, that's up to them. I mean,
Okay.
Western BCA is an individual entity, so I can't force them to do anything with their refs they don't want to.
Yes, indeed. So what's the ruling on a close hit? If it looks like the same time, that's tie goes to the shooter, right? Is that how that works?
Well, if it's a split hit, then it's a good hit.
Yep. Because nobody hit.
Well, you're not fouling.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't hit the wrong ball first. Then it's
Well, I
not
think
a
a lot of
foul.
people don't know that rule. All right, it looks like solids on
Nice
the other
hit there.
table. Very
Good little
nicely done.
tie-up. So yeah, I can't tell the Western BCA what to do, and I really can't tell CSI referees what to do.
Shoot, I missed
I
who
put
just
my
won that game
policies
too.
out
Gosh
there
darn it.
and try to make pool better as best we can. So we will let Ozzy know after this event what we think and how it went, and eventually they'll make their decisions. And
Well, I
But
think
for
it's really
me,
cool.
the Texas tournament, I own this event, so my referees from now on will be doing it. So
Okay.
It works. I mean, I haven't had one complaint. We had one player get mad at the referee's call.
Uh-huh.
When we went back and looked at it, it was clearly a foul.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it was good, but he didn't even challenge it. He just thought the ref was wrong and
Yeah.
had a huff and puff.
And he's just frustrated.
But he didn't come up and complain to us that the ref made a bad call or anything. And that's pretty much that's the telltale right there.
Yes, it is.
Because no matter how good the refs are, somebody's going to complain.
Oh, yeah.
And we had none.
Well, I think that's a little bit of a mistake. Block from the one ball, but you leave it back cut on the 6, and I think that one goes in the side. All right. That's the hard part. I can't see that second table. They're about to break. I got to go find out about the score. Rick Jones, thank you so much for joining me in the booth, man. This is awesome. I'm going to step away for a minute. Can you?
Yeah, you're going for a score?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, Mike will go look in a minute here. That's no problem. I'll stick around. Tell me another story. Tell me more about the team format.
I think we're getting really good vibes from the team format. So the teams happen to fall into two groups, gold and platinum. There were 24 teams in each, which made it easy for us, payouts and everything. So that gave us 4 groups of 6. They play round robin. The top 2 of each group will go to the final bracket and 8 wild cards. So 16 of the 24 go to a single elimination bracket, and the top 8 teams will get paid.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, they get to play a lot more pool, and the tournament won't take as long.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of people go, that don't make no sense, but
No, it does because nobody's waiting.
Well,
You're
not
not.
only that, 1-2 and you're out. I mean, who wants to drive or take the week off? Take Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Yep.
off, or get a hotel and everything, and then come down here and get 1-2 barbecued.
Yeah, I think anybody who has an issue with the format, yeah, I think they will like it after playing it, because I know the times where I've played teams and it's been kind of rough, and we haven't done well, and we go out. It doesn't seem like we want to play a lot of pool, but if we had that third match once we knew that we couldn't win, something like
Right.
that, we're gonna have fun, and that's when you relax and you play better pool.
Well, and the way the scoring format goes, and the way we divided the teams, and the way the league calculator works, holy crap, dude! It's just so cool.
Yeah.
It's right now it's almost every single group has really tight grouping of scores, so
Yeah.
it's going to come down to the last round for a lot of the teams, whether they make it or not.
Well, I tell you, something that we started talking about, I'm guessing 8 years ago at Western BCA, is it going to get there? No rail.
Hey, he hit the side rail first, didn't he?
No, he did not.
You sure?
Oh, the cue ball hit the side rail first.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
you're
a
right.
foul.
I wasn't looking though.
And I don't know that he saw that, and that's a really unfortunate one. We did just watch the replay.
Yeah.
That is a foul.
Hopefully he makes this shot.
And watch the cue ball after this, because this is a close hit also.
That was a good hit.
Very good hit. And it's not going to matter.
Right. Good thing, too. I hate to see that. When somebody misses
yeah.
a foul. And
Well, we saw it in a crucial match yesterday in a finals. We saw somebody not recognize
a foul.
a foul,
Yeah.
and the opponent. There's a good chance the opponent didn't realize it. But yeah,
that's
it's not his job to tell. But like most of the pool players on the stream are like, man, that's
Well, if he knew.
good shot.
that
Look
he
outside
fouled-
pocket. Look outside.
If he knew he fouled, and the other guy, I'm just going to give the guy cue ball in
did.
hand. I don't
I
care
did.
if it's the finals. Shane Van Boning did it
Mm-hmm.
in, I want to say, the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open. The year that it would have gave him his fifth win.
Yeah.
And it cost him the match, which put him out of the tournament. You got to have a lot of respect for that.
Oh yeah.
Nobody saw it. He just walked over, picked up the cue ball, and gave it to his opponent. His opponent didn't even see the foul.
Yeah, I actually did that. I looked back. I wasn't Hill. I was down 3-4, but I fouled. My opponent didn't realize it, and I gave the ball. I'm not sure what's going on with the camera here. We definitely have
It's
a different
just a
tint on it.
lighting. Yeah, it's just a lighting. And probably you can see there's a bright spot on the table there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably just the lighting coming into the room.
Got it. Well, it looks like there's a little discussion about what is and is not a push in the chat room, and the rules on that are really, really interesting. So right now, if balls are frozen, you can push through the ball, correct?
As long as you do it with a legal stroke.
Explain that.
Well, if the balls are frozen together and you just do a stroke. So you could still, because you say the balls are frozen and you can legally shoot through that, does not mean you won't foul doing it. Right? So you don't want to say because they're frozen you can shoot through and it's not a foul.
Yeah, because if you keep following it the whole
right,
way.
because you could slow tap into them, and because you have that extra resistance,
Yeah.
they could separate and you could hit them again. Right?
Well, but I think that's what they're acknowledging happens with the shot itself. So I mean, at what point do you draw that line?
when the stroke is legal, it's a nice, smooth, steady stroke. Right?
I think that's a pretty big gray area.
Well,
If
pool-
two
there's
balls,
some grayness in pool period, but
Yeah.
if the referee calls it frozen and you go through and shoot it with a normal nice stroke, then the tip basically just stays with that ball just a little bit longer, and their friction on the front holds it from taking off like a normal shot.
this is a harder shot than it looks like. Wow,
shot.
executed really, really well.
But
All
yeah,
right,
I think
Bad
they're
Boys.
talking about balls being close together, and really, you don't have to jack up. You don't. It's all about how you hit the ball. But
There you go. Bad Boys taking that one down, making it
4-4 maybe.
No, maybe 3-4. Yeah, maybe 4-4, maybe 3-5.
Okay.
Mike hasn't made it back in to check that score, but we're going to go back to table one, figure out what this score actually is. Tough table here. Don, I appreciate your insight, but it is actually legal. I'm not.
Try that at internationals. Which internationals?
Yeah. So the
Q
rule
Sports International, Q Sports
CSI
Expo,
events,
CSI
if two balls
events.
are frozen, and you push through the ball, it is not going to be a foul. You don't have to shoot because the rule used to be at 45 degrees. Right?
Well, not really for CSI or BCA or even World Standardized. The 45-degree angle thing was mostly
When there's
APA
a little gap.
and BNEA and you know, and there was even when there was like that mention of the chalk and all that stuff in the World Standardized
Yep.
rules, those were guidelines so that you could have some kind of aspect of this is where it becomes a foul. Right, so that guideline was there to let you know what a foul would look like.
There was a period of time where I heard the referees say very clearly, if it's this close, we're not even going to watch it. We're not going to watch it because that's automatically a foul. So pretty
Thank
much.
God, not since I've been directing pool tournaments and blah 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 blah.
Well,
So you guys
I'll
don't
just leave
think,
that one
so,
alone.
So U18B says he doesn't think we know what we're talking about. I was the director of referees for 3 years for Q Sports International, and I've been a referee for 15 years. I'm pretty sure I do know what I'm talking about.
You hung up your stripes though, didn't you?
I stepped away from being the director of referees because I have way too much other stuff going on.
Yeah. UT 8B or U18B, you're probably correct about that. We were probably trying to jump into your discussion while we're having one of our own, so apologies
Yeah, it
about that.
could be.
And barely a missed
You
hit
see how
there.
well we're tracking today?
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Derby differs a little bit because there's so few refs at Derby.
So Greg Sullivan, the owner of Diamond, decided that he didn't want any controversies. He didn't want to pay for the amount of referees it would take to referee 50, 60 tables.
Mm-hmm.
So to get rid of all the controversy, he said, as long as they're at 45 degrees and they shoot, don't call it a foul. They call us to the table anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
So, but when we go to the table, all I can do is look at a cue and make sure it's 45-degree angles.
That makes sense. Shout out to Trey Gish out there. Thanks for tuning in, man. Awesome seeing you on the stream. And Tiny, yeah, we're here, man. Wish you guys were here too. Pool is cool. Pool is back. Again, this wonderful tournament, the 2021 Texas State Championship, brought to you in part by OB Custom Cues, Bad Boys Billiard Productions, Billiard Shopping Network, Litman Lights, man. Get lit, man.
Get lit, man. I thought you were just going to make me a video.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk
in my
about that
mind,
for sure.
dude, I have such a cool video for that.
Oh, I know you have it in your mind. I almost read the premise on air, but I don't want to spoil it in case the video gets made.
I just think it's funny, dude.
I know you do.
If you could see my visual on it, it's hilarious.
It is pretty funny. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support, Gary B. By the way, hit that like and subscribe button, you guys. That's how these guys keep these free streams coming. That's how you guys get notified when we go live. We got a bunch of cool pool coming your way. Thanks to this round-robin format, he's going to be keeping us busy for the next couple days here. So this is round 4 out of 5 rounds for the Platnum, correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what I was seeing.
I think the last round going out for everybody is at 4 o'clock. And then as soon as that's done, it's going to take us a little bit of time
to put together the bracket.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the selection process for the 8 wildcard teams.
The 8 wildcard teams. Give me that sheet.
Yes, sir.
Not that one. Where's the one we printed you that had the team thing on it? You had it. Did you take it for a walk?
Nope. I got all this stuff here. To be fair, Rick, you've given me some
right
sheet.
here. Right here. My bad.
Oh, did
I
you
was
have
hoarding it?
Got
I was
it.
hoarding it. All right. So we're going to take the top 2 from each group.
Yep.
And they'll advance automatically.
We got 8 teams.
And then Another 8 teams
It's gonna
will
be a
be
16
selected. They'll
person
be
bracket.
wild cards. They will be wild cards.
Check on the
Refused will
score
be
for me.
selected from
Sorry.
the following criteria: average performance margarine. Need some butter.
Average performance margarine.
Yeah. And then if there's ties, we'll have spot shot shootout for that. So there's a good chance we could have spot shot shootouts. So if we get to that point, then yeah, we'll stream that.
I challenged Mike to a spot shot shootout. A different format. Hey.
So yeah, so there's a calculator put into the Excel spreadsheet. After we get all the stuff in there, it will tell us who.
3-5.
It will tell us who
the Brew crew,
who
right?
goes and stuff.
Yep. Excellent. I knew I'd missed one.
I have no idea what Don Willis is agreeing to disagree about.
Oh, he was in the discussion with U18B.
Okay, so they're
Yeah.
talking about something we weren't talking about. All good.
And we appreciate that. That was my bad because I was jumping in thinking, I hadn't been keeping up with the chat room, and I apologize for that. So yeah, stoked to have you guys joining us here. Again, let people know, people that you think would be interested. There's some good pool going on. These Platinum teams have been really fun, man.
I think a lot of people are really digging this format.
I tell you, I'm going to be a lot more likely to play a team event if it's a round robin like this.
Me too. With the cost of going to a tournament nowadays.
Look out, 8-Ball. He's going to try and carry him this one in the corner.
Nice.
Holy cow. What a...
And
I
look
mean,
at the lay.
Yeah. To identify that shot and hit it that smooth, that's a beautiful, beautiful shot. I was worried about the 8-Ball going in that side pocket there.
I think he's got enough.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Definitely
a nice
does.
little left-hand English. I think he throws it right in there.
Oh, get in the hole.
Not
Underhit
enough
it just
spin.
a little bit. Yep.
Not enough spin.
And that's something that I mentioned to Mike. You know, when you make a terrible shot, stand up and walk around. If you make a great shot, stand up and walk around. Because I so easily can tilt myself by doing something great and then shooting too quick because I'm pumped up, and I really got to let myself settle down. Make a good jump shot. Go put your jump cue down. Have a sip of something. Look around. All right, that brings Stripes back to the table. Oh my gosh, I just did it. All right, so I got to keep both tables on.
That's
Mike,
I told you, dude. With the double screen, it's so much easier.
Well, the
It's
double
so
screen
hard.
is nice.
But you could back up. You can back this up, right? You guys hit
The hard thing
DVR,
though is
right?
the starboard is covering up the small screen. I'm usually pretty good at keeping track of it if I
Yeah.
do it this way, as long as I can
Right.
see both.
Mm-hmm. It's your story.
All right. So I'm going to go check on the score this time because
You tell it however you need to.
I'm going to welcome back to the booth Mike D, joining Rick Jones.
Oh. Mike D's jumping in here like get out like Boombox missed a shot in a critical match.
Hello, America. Here we go. Where are we at here? So 5-3, we think. Brew Crew.
Yeah, he missed one score. We don't know who got it.
All right. Yeah, well, this is tough action. 10 guys, 2 tables. We don't know any of them. It makes it difficult. All right, yeah.
Well, and then when you ask for a description, they all go wearing an orange shirt.
The orange shirt and the blue shirt thing, yeah. Oh, that was a good effort. That was a good try. And that was Brew Crew trying that. Is Brew Crew in the orange? Is that right? Is Brew Crew in the orange? Is Brew Crew in the orange? Okay, yeah. So that was a nice try there. It's a good effort. Hey, Summer. That's sign language for break. Now you know. This means bathroom. Now we can talk as much as we ever need to talk.
I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'm perfect, buddy. Oh, now I like that. His one problem with this out was getting stuck behind that 10 ball, so I think he's sitting good now. And he seems to like the 10. I would probably go for the 11. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Rick.
Oh no, I'm just the chat room. Don seems to be a little bent out of shape.
Oh no.
He's having a huff and puff.
Oh.
It's all good.
right. Well, I don't think with ball in hand you'd put yourself here. You're stretched out, but I
Well,
think
he
he's
made a
definitely
couple
going
balls,
to make
but
it.
yeah,
He's
shot a
definitely
couple
going to
I
make
don't
it.
know why. Yeah,
Just saying it's not perfect shape, but it's fine.
well,
you
my
know.
short butt ain't gonna leave myself like that.
Yeah, you're sitting perfect. Well done.
It is Don. Glad you tuned in, man.
So
Pool is a
Brew
beautiful game.
Brew
As
Crew.
Earl would say, a beautiful game played by ugly people, but
All
I
right,
like
so
most people.
Bad Boys just got it. Bad Boy's a cool name. So 9 on the board. It's 15 games. So they got 6 to go, and that's called math. What is this other table doing? All right.
Ooh, they got a mess on the right.
They do. Oy. The 1 does not look good. The 7-2-5 are interesting, though, because of the 7. Well, now the 5. They've got breakout options there.
Oh, the two sitting where it's sitting and stuff. Now that all looks easy.
Yeah,
Solids ain't as bad as they were 2 seconds
2 seconds
ago.
ago, exactly. Yep. He's got his fancy red and black glove on. I haven't ever been able to get into the glove thing, but boy, a lot of people wearing the gloves these days. It is definitely not frowned upon like it was at first. I think if you got hands that sweat even a little bit, it's probably the way to go.
Well, for me, it's like I got fat arthritic hands.
Okay.
So it helps.
So it helps,
Because
huh?
because I can't grip tight enough.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, I like the glove.
Yeah.
Just because I got stubs.
I thought it was a little gimmicky at first, and then at this
At
point, I'd
first,
have to
yeah,
say
but then
apparently
I
it's
tried,
not
'cause I
gimmicky
didn't have the
because
sweaty hand
I know some
problem,
people
you know,
swear
but-
by it, and they're real players
But as
too.
I got older and fatter, and
You like it? Yeah.
my hands
No,
don't
that's
flex
cool.
like they
Yeah.
used to, you know, it's like
Yeah.
it made it easier to get a good grip on the cue and not slow the stroke down, right?
Okay. Well, now he's got a little bit of trouble. Now he does have a shot at the 14. God, I might even slow roll the 14, lay up, and put the cue ball on the right hand side of the table.
Wow, apparently he can see the 15.
Can you see the 15?
Boy, it sure don't look like it from here, does it?
No,
What
it
do we
doesn't.
know?
But apparently it can. Huh?
Wow, there was all kinds of room.
Okay. Well,
So what do you do here?
yeah. I
You're
mean,
gonna
I don't know.
two rail out and come towards the 8? Gotta be careful.
Yes, I definitely go 2 rails out. I might even try and land on the 6 ball so that I'm breaking up making the 8 more possible to go in. You know.
Gonna go long or try to hit the 3rd round, come down through there.
I'm gonna go 2 rails. I'm gonna go with top right off this 14 down to the bottom rail,
Try
then a
to
long
hit-
rail.
Try to hit the 8 or
Yeah, I'm gonna try and land on the 6.
like that. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Hit the
that's
8.
great. That's a great shot.
That's called perfection.
Yes,
right
yes. No, I think he's just got straight back draw.
There. Yep. Yeah. No, that was a fantastic shot.
Yeah, that was perfect. I like it when people have team shirts. It makes my life a lot easier. I think if it were up to commentators, we would require team shirts. We might even issue you a color.
Or at least a piece of tape. Go out there,
Right.
stick it on their shoulder. You're number 1.
Yep.
You're number 2. Then we'll know everybody's name.
Nice.
Very
Bad
nice.
Boys.
Very nice. So you're thinking 5-5, but did Boombox give you a report?
No, he didn't. I think he'll
Okay.
come back.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
I think he's going to take a minute. These
We're
are long
probably
days.
a
We're
little
trying-
off on the score there, Gary. So don't get.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we missed
yes.
one game.
Yes.
We just don't know who won it.
10 people, 2 tables. Oh, here comes Summer, maybe with a report. Do you have a score report, Summer? 8-3.
Holy crap! What you guys been
Wowzers.
doing?
Wow. Who's at 8?
Oh my God! Go away. Come back later with proof.
Doubles. All right. Switching tables to the exciting table. Here we go. Should have done that right away. Sorry, folks.
So he thinks it's 8-3.
The Brew Crew's in orange.
Okay. Wow. It was 5-3 when you left. Damn, they didn't finish no 3 games while you were gone. Whatever. What? 8. I never claimed to be keeping
Oh, is he
score.
trying
That's
to
why
draw?
I
He's
am
trying to
not-
draw out. Oh, he jumped over it. That was strong. This guy's name's King, I think.
Yeah, that was a great.
That was
shot.
a strong shot. I think this is the guy with his own. Check
Nice
him out
shirt.
on TikTok. Garza,
shirt.
where am I here? Yeah, at James Garza 86. At James Garza 86. Check him out.
I better hear some
He
bad
has
boy
TikTok
promo
stuff.
from
You
that
should see
side,
this
too.
guy dance. You don't even know. What Rick just looked at me. I assume he's got pool shots on there and other things. I mean, he could be a dancer. I
I'm
don't
good
know.
for the dance.
It's none of my business.
I want to hear some bad boys promo on that TikTok, whatever the hell that is.
Right?
What is my TikTok channel? Raid. That's how I get
I
rid
am
of
so-
kicks and talks.
I'm so afraid of a bad boy TikTok channel. I can't even tell you. I know I'm going to end up doing some dance or some damn thing. Yeah, well, this guy shoots pretty good. That was a great
Everybody's
shot. We'll
like,
see
get
what he does.
Instagram. I'm like, all right, however fast you can get it to me.
Oh, no.
Hey.
But boom. Does the 8 go in the bottom right-hand corner? I believe that
yeah.
it does.
Yep,
So
it do.
he's got a chance to get out now. This is a tough shot to go
This-
over and back.
oh,
Okay, he's
yeah,
going
there you
7
go.
first. Good for him.
Focus, 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 focus.
I think if it's me, I take the 4 ball and come back at the 7.
I might have to have some alcohol today and then come back and do some bad boys play-by-play.
Definitely. All right. Hey,
Nice
he
ball.
controlled that beautifully. Great job.
All right, so
Is it you think he's top left or you think he's going around with right? Okay.
oh, he was
Ooh.
forcing. He was forcing
Ooh.
that.
Boy, he got the cue ball there though.
Yeah, he
Man,
put
those
a
sharks are
lot
bad.
inside.
Yeah, he
on there,
did.
man.
Boy, he got perfect shape though. I understand why he was
Yeah,
doing
he did
it.
not miss that by much. That's a lot of inside English.
That was a
there to get
great.
that
That was
cue
a
ball to do
high
that.
level shot. What's his Fargo? Do we have that on here?
He didn't
No.
tell you?
Shout out to wife and his kids at home. Hello. I hope you guys are watching. If you're in the chat room, say hello. Tell us.
You want your seat back, man? Yeah, you do.
Oh, he's grabbing that 10 ball while he can. I see that's smart. He's got shape on the 10. He's getting it. Yeah,
Yep.
that is the way to
Take
do
it
it.
while you got it.
Take it while you got it, exactly. All right, I think Summerfield is going to join us again
Holy cow, he's back.
in the booth.
Thank you very much for joining us, Rick Jones. Learn something every time.
Yeah, I know. Every time he sits down, I'm like, I got 90 questions for you, Rick. Sorry.
Next time we're going to get back to that alien discussion and a little more about spot
America
shot
wants to
shootouts.
know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Do you know the guys on the bad boy logo thing? The 2 guys with the hats on them.
I'm familiar.
That's it. That's the end of my story. I'm gonna from now on stop right there.
Yeah, that's it. You know
That's
those
the end
guys?
of the story.
That'd
That's
be
my
awesome.
news story about those guys.
Awesome. I know him
Nothing.
too.
All right, he's out,
It's so funny.
but not commentator curse style. I think he's got good odds.
Yeah, I like it too.
8-3, 11. These matches go fast, Summer.
Honestly, with stripes here,
Yes,
I
sir.
kind of like taking the 13 and 15 and getting them out of my way.
I like the 13 first. That's for sure. I don't know if I'm going to like the 15 after I take it. We'll see. I definitely don't want to be cutting the 15
No,
inside.
definitely.
So yeah.
I thought
wanna
he
see
could
how it lands.
maybe make it and kind of drift over there.
If he can, I like it. I like drifters.
All right. So now maybe taking the 14 to get to the 15.
Well, yeah, yeah.
And if you overrun it, take the 12.
You know, I would probably take the 11 with a middle draw, and it'd bring me over to the
To the 12.
to the 14, I think actually, or to the side pocket shot.
Got it.
What the 15? Yeah, I would like the 14 and the 12 to be my last shots. I like easy shots sitting somewhere, so if I make a huge mistake,
Me too.
I have
me too.
options. I scare easy. I like things that make me safe. Now I like this.
Cheeseburgers. French
Cheeseburgers
fries.
make me. Oh man, I'll
Aliens.
tell you what.
I tell you
Yeah.
what. I haven't seen you eat a cheeseburger once.
I haven't had a cheeseburger
one
since
time
we've
since
been
you've
here.
been here.
No, I think there's some misconception about my eating habits somehow. Yeah, I had a salad, and I think you were surprised that I've had 2 salads, and I think
Two
you're
salads,
surprised
two
both
different
times.
kinds.
Yeah, I think.
Didn't have a lot of salad.
No.
You tried the salad.
I had the second salad I wasn't as into.
Your daughter, a big salad fan.
She loves salad.
What kind of
she
salad?
loves salad. Any kind of salad, but mainly I would say taco salad. If we have burritos, it is her having a taco salad.
Nice.
Yeah, I think she may be a vegetarian at some point in her life. We'll see.
I like your style.
Yeah.
Andrew Turner, to answer your question, this isn't a race. So the way it works is whoever wins the match will get a point.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
But however many games you win will go towards your overall score. So I don't think there's a handicap in this match. Will you hand me that sheet right there? Let me check and make sure. This is Bad Boys and Brew Crew. They're both 7.5s. There is 0 handicap here. So whoever wins 8 games will get the point. So the Bad Boys have already sealed this. However, the top 2 teams from each division are going to go into a single elimination tournament, and there are also going to be 8 wild cards selected. The wild cards are going to be selected based on performance. So every game that you play here matters. So it's really important for the Brew Crew to battle back and see how many they can get to keep their win record as high as possible, because that gives them the best chance at being selected as a wild card to go on.
Well, yes, and I mean honestly too. I mean, if they've won every match up to now, let's say 15-1, and somebody else has done the same thing, I mean, this starts mattering. You know what I mean? This,
Totally.
This could get them first place too. I mean, you don't know what they've done on their other matches. Maybe they've been trashing everybody else, and
That's a heartbreaking mess right there.
That hurts. Yeah.
Yep. Man, oh man. Gary B., we did get clarification. It is 8-3 right now, about to be 9-3. Kind of slipping away here for the Brew Crew. Let's see if they can gather themselves and get back together.
Yeah, luckily when we make those score mistakes, we're on a other side of a curtain. We can just kind of walk out there and discreetly glance at their scorecard and do it. It's tough with 2 tables and 10 people, and everybody kind of is wearing similar clothing. A lot of middle-aged men with dark clothing on is pretty much, you know.
Yep, the defining characteristic cannot be orange shirt in this situation.
Yes, right, exactly. Yeah.
And Gary, that is clarification. Yes, the Bad Boys are now up 9-3. We're going to switch back to table 2.
Yes.
Already in progress.
Dwayne, ref extraordinaire.
Dwayne, how's it going out there? How's it going out there?
I could listen to the people here talk all day long.
I could
just sit by them while they talk to each other. Yep. I just stare at them as they speak to each other.
Yeah, it's charming.
We're in Texas, if you don't know.
We in Texas.
And it sounds like it.
Yeah,
it really
does. Do you develop any sort of accent when you travel?
Oh, I totally will mimic people on accident, and it'll
I don't
be
mean
super
to. It just
offensive.
happens.
Yes, I have to be really careful talking to people with accents because I will pick up their accent. Yeah. Or if there's any kind of pigeon speak going on, we got a problem because I'm going to pigeon English speak to you in a second.
Heck yeah, Gary B.
Half a second.
Get that shirt on, man. Support these boys.
Oh, slow roll into the 8 ball.
Rolling.
And no scratch. That was shot very bravely.
No scratch, unfortunately, ties up the 8 ball. Could see a very defensive game here. I kind of, I don't know. Are you trying to run this out? Are you trying to shoot the 9 to leave the 12?
Yeah, I am. Now, but only right here, right now, because I want to see if I can get on the 12. Because if I can get on the 12, I can run out. If I can't, then I change plans dramatically.
Just like that.
Yeah, I roll up on the 15 and leave him hooked end to where he can't make the 12 because the 12 or the 8 ball because the 12's there.
Do you run around with this, or do you come straight up the table?
I like top right. The top right with this could leave you the 13 in the side or the 15.
Yep.
Whereas this, see, that could have gone a little wrong a few different ways.
Yeah.
8 ball, I really try and focus on the fact that, if there's 3 object balls you can get shape on, you should take the advantage of that every single shot,
For sure.
Don't ever leave yourself shape on 1 ball if you can leave yourself shape on 2 balls.
All right, so this is Joey at the table. Gary B's calling it out, and Gary B gives 100% confirmation he's going to clean this up.
100% confirmation.
Yep.
I like it.
I like that too. Confidence is a big part of this game, and having your friends confident in you I mean, there's no better feeling than
It's
your
a
team
huge
sitting
deal.
there.
Yes, yes. I don't know.
It's
I
also
don't
a lot
really,
of pressure.
I don't do other sports or games at a high level. I don't know if confidence is as important, but I know that your accuracy literally goes up when you're more confident. I mean, it's just.
Oh man, that's such a hard miss.
So we're in Texas.
We're in
It's
Texas.
hot here, but I
It
tell you
is.
what, the clouds are interesting. Have you noticed the clouds are interesting,
Beautiful.
or is it just me?
A lot of layers.
They're boiling clouds.
It's
They
true.
float, they broil,
They float.
they float.
There we
and
go. Brew and Q
broil.
with a big opening there. Taking it to 9-3.
That
we
was
got
a big
3
game.
games left.
They're coming back. No, there's no coming back. This isn't a race.
It is
Forget
not-
everything I
yeah.
just said.
Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. They're trying to come back.
They
They're
got a
keeping
point.
themselves in it.
They got a point.
They did.
They're helping to
Ooh.
assure themselves a wild card position
That's right.
and self-respect.
It's going to be interesting to see if that works out to the top 4 in each division just goes on to the final board.
Yes,
Right.
if it turns out there was, you might as not have called it the wild card. You
Just
just
two
could have
teams
called
get
it the
eliminated. The
two
final
teams
board.
get eliminated. Yes, yeah. I'm going to trust in Rick Jones that he.
Me too.
There's a purpose for this.
I do like questioning it. He uses the word policy a lot and experimental at the same time. And I think that's one of the things that I like when I want to know a rule, I want to really know a steadfast rule. And I think one of the coolest things about his willingness to try new things is that he doesn't know how it's all going to work, and he is willing to flex. And it's a difficult thing to do, but a really important one when you're trying new things.
I agree. No, I agree.
We had a
Yep.
really difficult situation with a team that ended up not getting entered after traveling a long ways, and I heard the resolution to that, and they really went above and beyond to try and make things right. And he was just very clear. He's like, mistakes happen. He super bummed. It cost him money. It cost him. It cost a bunch, but they made it right, and I think that that's really important. I continue to be surprised at how much they're willing to do to keep these players happy, because they recognize that they don't have anything without us. So I think that's really neat.
Was that team able to play?
Unfortunately not. Not in this event.
Why are they breaking?
What Bad Boys shirts do we have? There's a bunch of them. And you know what, Gary? Maybe have your boy Joey FaceTime me or something and show you. There's a bunch of different Bad Boy stuff here. There isn't a tournament event or event shirt for this year, but a lot of different options. The screen has game 15. I think it says play 15. We have one large table, one small table because one is more likely to finish first. Right now they're both kind of mid-game, and we can go to both cameras here. I think a lot of people prefer this, but when it gets down and dirty, I like to be able to watch one and focus on one. Commentating on two gets challenging.
Now, I wonder how this is going to play out. The table on the left, only one more point can count, math-wise. It's called math. And so I wonder the table on the left.
I wondered that in the last match, why they started another game.
The table on the left started first. But does that mean anything? Is this about who finishes first? Do you need something?
Just my cup, sorry.
You can have anything you want. Someone.
Reaching.
You
Thank
can
you
reach.
much.
It's all good, buddy. It's Bonnie Jones. Bonnie Jones, the
Ladies
queen
and
of
gentlemen,
pool.
Bonnie Jones.
That would make the
Bonnie
Rick the
expressing
king of
her
pool,
love
wouldn't it?
and passion for the game.
Oh my God! It's serious. It's I'm surprised. I see her watching pool tutorials after the like at 2 a.m. She'll be out there at the desk
Hitting
watching.
balls.
Hitting balls. She's studying cut shots. She's really into cut shots right now.
Somebody brought up a pretty
Tell
interesting
me.
point.
Tell me what they brought
you
up.
said
Summer. I wanna know.
we're on game 14.
Yes, sir.
Turns out math is a difficult thing. Today, both of these games are going to count. I didn't even look at the
neat.
score.
Okay. Well, 9 and 4 is not 14. It's 13.
It's true. It's one less.
And that is 13 from 15 is 2.
Yep.
And so it makes sense
Both
that we have
these
2
games will
tables
count.
going.
Yeah.
Let's count both these games.
I'm in.
Let's do it.
So when the 8-ball goes in, as long as it's pocketed legally after all of the balls are pocketed, that's the team that's going to win this game. After all of your suit.
Yes.
It's a great explanation.
It is a wonderful. Yes.
Have
have you enjoyed Texas?
I've had a really good time.
Have
in
you had good
Texas.
food?
I've had good food.
Where have you been to eat? Summer.
I've been to a couple different places.
Have you?
I went to a little place called Best Quality Meats.
What now? How was the quality of the meats there?
It's been the best meat I've had this whole time.
Okay.
The quality was delicious. I had what's called a sausage wrap. I didn't know what that is. But pretty sweet. It's a lot like it sounds. It's a sausage
wrapped in
wrap
lettuce?
white bread.
White bread. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I had a pretty terrific pork loin sandwich. I don't think a lot of people are going to know this place, but we've been eating at a little place called the Texas Roadhouse.
Yes, the Applebee's of Texas, I would say.
And had really good experiences there.
I love Applebee's.
I don't think we should give Texas Roadhouse shouts out.
Okay.
But they've done a really good job.
Dude, the food is so good.
So good.
Yeah, but we have not. We're feeling a little lame, and we've now resigned ourselves to. We're just asking random people where we should eat. Summer made a friend earlier today. Where should we eat? And he said,
DeWitt.
He said what?
DeWitt was his name, and
DeWitt.
he sent us about 20 miles out of town.
He did. No
And
offense to this town. It's a
a
lovely
Cajun
town.
spot.
I love Cajun food.
I would love to go eat Cajun
Oh
seafood.
man, do you think when we leave there we'll come back with a Cajun accent?
One can only hope. Yeah. I'm hoping there's grits. I'm hoping it's spicy. We got all the restaurants in Oklahoma. I believe it. We're a ways out of Oklahoma, though,
Do you think at the Cajun place they have meat and potatoes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
You're in. Does seafood qualify as meat for you?
What'd you just say?
Does seafood qualify as meat
When
for
I
you?
said do they have meat, do you think I meant do they have trout or cod or?
Again, I guess that's river food, but yeah, that's what I thought.
I meant chicken or pork or beef. It's not-
really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, no seafood for you.
I didn't say that. I said that's what it was. What I was asking you.
I do think they're gonna have meat and potatoes. So that's what I was asking too. Was you're saying meat and potatoes?
Are you taking me to a
Doesn't
seafood
mean-
joint?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You just want to know.
They got fish and chips.
and tartar sauce.
All right, I'm in. I told you I eat like a 14-year-old, man. I got to make sure.
That doesn't mean an incredible amount either. It just means very specifically, right?
What do you mean? You mean like ravenously? I don't eat ravenously?
Yeah.
Like a growing boy? You mean you don't look at me at the restaurant and think, man, Mike D is a growing boy?
I guess we're out of milk.
No, I don't eat ravenously. I eat a normal amount of food. Thanks for asking. Also have restless leg syndrome. Anything you want to get off your chest?
Talk to us
Now's the
about your
time,
medical
man.
condition.
Now's the time. People want to know.
I mean, we can go back to the sleep apnea machine conversation.
Nah,
I think that was
That
a
seems to be
week-long
working beautifully,
discussion.
and I support anyone who doesn't want to die in their sleep. All right, he's on the 6
we
for
go.
natural shape on the 8.
Yeah.
I like his odds. And he's got a bad boy shirt on, so you know he's a player.
Is that how you know?
That's how you know.
Bonnie Jones, is that true? I heard it gets you 15 Fargo points off the bat.
Lightning is going to strike us sons of guns, Bonnie says.
Oh, no, man. And, you know, that's a shot that's easy to take for granted. You're jacked up over a ball. Oh, that's heartbreaking. But a great opportunity for the Brew crew to come back and steal a game here.
I strongly suggest starting with a 10 ball, and he is. Boy, you can really see the Predator symbol on the balls. I love the balls. These are the Predator balls. I want a set so bad.
Yep. Well, I know Bonnie Jones is trying to send us home with a rack of balls.
Oh,
And
I'm sure that's
excited about
first
that.
on her list. Yes, right after
Yeah.
she watches Tor Lowry's latest pool video. Nice
Nice.
shot.
Pushing through there that much is a little scary to me, but you have to push through because you gotta get out of that spot.
I
It's really easy to get stuck there.
I got stuff to say. I almost like cutting the 12 ball and coming around 2 rails for the 9 ball.
Right now?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm thinking about the 14 ball right now, and I really want
That's
to
a
play.
problem ball.
I want to play
That's
the
legit.
11 ball
That's
to lead
legit.
myself to 12 to get to the 14.
All right, I like your plan. The 14 ball's a bigger problem.
I like that back cut, and it does seem very doable.
How about 12 in the corner for shape on the 14 in the same corner?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, that might work.
12 in the corner for 14 in the side, do you think? What do you think here?
Yeah, I mean, you really got to punch with a bunch of I mean, a little bit of high and a whole lot of left if you're trying to take it in the same corner. I like laying up and taking it in the side.
Me too. Yeah, a little bottom left for
Looks
this.
like he's drawing this ball. It's really easy to get low. Oh. Kind of a tweener.
He is less concerned about the 14 ball than you and I are. Maybe you and I should just relax.
I think you're right.
Maybe the 14 ball's fine.
And I think he could cut it right now. He might play the 15 to play the 9 and drift up behind the 14. I like that shot also.
He might play the 15 and come all the way across for the 14 again, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
He might bank the 14 right now. Anything's possible.
He might decide, pool's stupid, and he makes the 8 ball for his opponent, just walks out the door.
Right?
You don't know.
Stranger things have happened.
Oh. Have
There
you seen
we
that
go.
show?
All right, and that is the Bad Boys taking down another one, going to 10-4. I'm sorry I missed. I didn't realize he was shooting the 8 ball there. Good
Oh,
shot.
that laid up just
Wow.
perfect. That was a brave
Beautiful.
shot. That was a brave shot. No scratch.
All you got to do is fire this with some top. You're coming straight down the table. Do you play
Yeah,
this
I
just with
agree.
high?
No, I agree. You just want shape on the 9 one way or the other.
Yep.
Don't do anything crazy. Pocket the 14 is important. Wow.
Strokes the heck out of that ball.
Is this the bullet guy? Is this the trick shot guy? That was like a trick shot.
It did.
And it was like a bullet.
It's number 3, I think he said. Trick shot shooter.
In the nation.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that ranking comes from. Is there like a Fargo of you looked it up?
He's on YouTube.
Very
and
cool.
he has a lot of views.
All right. Very cool.
Wow,
Well, there you go.
That's awesome.
We did end up at 10-5. Brew Crew coming back to get a couple last minute games. Summerfield Mike D with Bad Boys TV.
Right. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks to
Good.
Littman Lights and OBQs.
Every
Beard Shopping Network.
Totally. Diamond Billiard Products.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you next
Make
time
sure to
around.
hit that like and subscribe button. Please
Yes,
join us
please.
more. We're going to be here all day doing this team action. Tune in.
Now, Rick said the rest of our lives.
Rest of our lives.
All right.